So much we got synced up. Pulled up.
Brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go.
On the run, here's Anthony McFarland. And he's got room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's into the hands of his running back, McFarland. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So into Bear territory now. This is first and 10 at the 27. From the gun, this will be McFarland. Down to the 25. Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big time?
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield.
Intercepted.
Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Good starting field position for him as they come up first and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he goes down, but not before this inside the 25.
The ball carrier.
That one 28 yards on the ground.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
Number 42.
Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal.
Wait, 10, wait, 20! Check.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago.
Chicago.
Derrick Henry, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
The score, Bears 7, Steelers nothing. Michael
following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for. And
the Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they do the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. 16 yards, a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Anthony McFarland.
The tackle by Robert Quinn.
The tackle made by...
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Anthony McFarland was the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This is Johnson, he's got it. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. That's complete. It's Anthony McFarland. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Anthony McFarland hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Boswell good with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A gain of a yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Shotgun now for Brady. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Brady to throw on second down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the gun, it's Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5. He'll get this one to McFarland out of the backfield.
The pass.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
That's good.
Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. These two teams all tied after 1. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now they set up a screen for McFarland. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And goal to go.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
That drive took them inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold them to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them. That feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Cordero Patterson on the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
On play action, now Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Anthony Miller.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Looking back to the air on 2nd down, it's Brady. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
To throw, it's Brady. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
Complete to David.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
On 1st down, Brady. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Brings up 3rd down.
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, it's Brady. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Steelers.
Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Steelers 17, Bears 7. Chris Boswell, the kickoff.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A toss left, Henry. And he powers his way up past the 30. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
3rd down.
The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. There comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they sequence things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll set up a throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Going top shelf. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 37 yards.
1st and 10 at the 18.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. McFarland running out of the gun. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
The ball carrier.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They go play action here on 1st down. Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
Brady's pass.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll run with Henry. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. That's caught by Montgomery. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. A quick throw by Brady complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Brady. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
1st down.
Wait, 53! Check, walk 54, walk 54. Quit talking about it and bring it. Hatchet. Check 3.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And some room to maneuver. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Running from the gun with Henry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, 1st down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Henry's got it, out on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3.
Wait, 53! Check, block 54, block 54. Rip left. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. 72. I'm not ready for this, man. I'm not ready for this. They still playing.
And the busy night for Henry continues. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bears draw a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
At the 29.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. This one's incomplete.
The pass.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Fighting down past the 45. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Bears take over.
10 at their own 47-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
From the gun, Brady. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. Touchdown, Chicago! Traquan Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears can grab the lead with the extra point. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Here's McFarland. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Pittsburgh. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the fourth. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Darius Leonard, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Brandon, a lot of times you'll see running backs rotate in and out of the game, whether it's completed pass, a good run, it doesn't matter. Here, not only does he stay in, but they go right back to him. And he makes another nice play. Back-to-back catches.
Able to hit his target, Claypool. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
The ball carrier.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team Defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
At the 3-yard line.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A 24-yard attempt.
And Boswell's kick is good. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Bears on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Again, it's Henry. And he will finally go out of bounds, but not before he takes it down to the 25. It's a big run that time by Henry. Give him 42 yards on the ground. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. Room to run again. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown.
Derrick Henry. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Bears have retaken the lead. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. That's complete right side to Kmet. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there. there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And this is incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. But it's going to be second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, second and 10. Now a run with McFarland. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Back to throw now on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. A throw over the middle, taken in. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Figuring they're going for it on 4th down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Brady. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Gets through, and now an opening. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
First down, Bears.
They picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee.
Tonight's final.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Bears, it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they fall for